Nigeria. And not very often do you have a day like this where the world's biggest sports betting platform is united with the world's biggest sport on here, and then to change the story of football in Lagos. How do you feel on a day like this?
I feel ecstatic. It's a privilege, one-time privilege, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take it for granted.
Absolutely.
Today I'm not.
So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Lagos. We welcome you to one of the most storied event center in Lagos, Nigeria, Radisson Blu, a place that has been known for holding prominent events over the years, but none will come closer to this because the One X-Bet Cup 2023 is in town. And very soon the NPFL season will kick off. But we are used to that now, aren't we? But what we're not used to is seeing a company throw the weight behind football and will soon develop it in their own very best of ways. And what One X-Bet is doing here today is absolutely amazing.
And this time they're coming home.
Yep, indeed. Football is coming home in Lagos, Nigeria. So very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst some of the finest men and women to have played this game to the height of heights. And it's important to just make mention of a few of them. As time goes on, we'll continue to do the best to introduce everybody here in this.
The list here. Former midfielder of the Nigerian team. When it comes to holding, he holds. When it comes to marking, he marks. When it comes to dribbling, he also dribbles. We have in the house one who is familiar with that name because he applied it straight there, Bendel Insurance, Mwanya FC. For those who were in this world before me, you know. We have Friday Elao in the house.
Friday Elao.
Round of applause for the man who has done it for Nigeria.
Thank you. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive us, but it's very important to celebrate our own. To celebrate the men and women who have stood when standing wasn't easy in Nigeria. And now we hear players earn this amount of money, but these are men who they play for the badge, the crest in the front of the jersey so they can sell the one at the back.
Blood and sweat.
These are men who have really worked hard. And we have to celebrate them in this our little way. And they are not twins, and neither are they brothers, but they are brothers in arms. They are both smiling already.
They're bound by football.
One of the very special things about this gentleman I'm about to introduce, the next person I'm about to introduce, is the level of humility. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of humility of this man is absolutely befuddling. I was the host of the Super 6 for the last completed season, the NPFL season. And this man walked up to me and said, "I like you, young man, you're very good." I didn't know who he was then. I knew the name, but I didn't know the person. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst today is the irrepressible and ever young. Ever young. So you will tell us what you are using. Maybe there's something in your blood that we take before you leave this room. I'll collect it. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Put your hands together for the legendary Friday Echo.
A round of applause, please. I'm sorry, you're not clapping enough. Maybe if a lady introduces him, you'll clap better. Let's give a round of applause for those who have been able to create that mark and etch their name in history.
Absolutely.
I am very glad that I have to do this introduction here. And the next on my list is the one they call the Skipo. Skipo of the Skipo. He captained Nigeria once before, former captain of Nigerian team. He also coached them. He also won gold medal. He also got the bronze medal at the African Cup of Nations. He's the current technical advisor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He coached Nigeria to Cameroon. Please, let's chorus that name. What is the name? What is the name? We have Augustine in the house. Of the One X-Bet for this auspicious day. We've got ex-international and former FA chairman of the Lagos State Football Association, that's Mr. YD Akoni. Please, a round of applause for him, please. Coming up to the high table. Let's keep clapping until he gets to the table. Keep on clapping, let it grow.
Otherwise, this is where you sit down here.
Yes, let it grow.
Please, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, without the efforts and the likelihood to do things for this country, and we've seen companies in Nigeria make ton loads of money from this country and never give back. So we assume and know for a fact that this is one of the many CSR that One Expert will be doing in this country. It is just right and very, very important to bring them forward at this time and representing this huge brand. Is an amazing gentleman, of course. Mr. who's here, Chip was here, Nana on a very special day like this. Good morning, sir. Please approach the high table. Welcome, sir. This is where you shake my hand. Thank you.
Any applause, bro,
Thank
please.
you, sir. Thank you.
Also, we've got the high table. Welcome on the high please.
A round of applause for the NNL chairman.
Until he comes to the table, please.
Thank you, sir. Mr. George Alo, are you here, sir? The NNL chairman. Right. So while you will be joining us very shortly, I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst as well is we've got ambassadors for this huge initiative that we're doing here. In no particular order, we're going to call them, even though they're having a family meeting right now. Are you guys done? Are you ready for us? So let's hope you go first, Augustine. Thank you so much. A round of applause.
This is just the introductory part. I'm not going to take too much of our time. Just to introduce why we're here briefly, and then of course we'll elaborate on the reasons we're here a little bit later. Again, my name is Wadi Akoni, and then everybody knows the industry we play in, of course, is sports. This journey started about 4 months ago. I'll be very brief. It didn't just start yesterday. It started about 4 months ago. And then, I got a call from a friend and a friend, and then from there, I did 1 or 2 presentations here and there from One Expert. So I also developed a good interest in it. So I had to go all out, like call all my connections, pull up everything I had to make sure that this particular day becomes a reality. Explaining that means that there were things that we normally do in Nigeria that we overlook, and there are things that you do abroad that you will not overlook. So when I go introduced to the One Expert partners abroad, I realized that we need to do things normally in Nigeria. And that is the way they are. They do things normally, and then we started talking and communicating. Again, it took us about 4 months. And then after all said, after all, up and downs, we agreed that this was going to happen. It was going to happen because, not because it's One Expert, but it was going to happen because of the reason why the event is taking place. That's, bringing communities together. We bring communities together to show that things can, we can live together, we can do things together. And then that is the reason why, one of the reasons why we're here. Let me say a big thank you to One Expert for having this day happen, because like I said, we've gone a whole long stretch, and then I will probably just wait till we'll do the proper introduction, and then I will speak more about the event. Thank you for having me.
A round of applause once again. Video consultant for One Expert.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Dr. Babalala, the chairman of One Expert. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very auspicious occasion, and it's very important to One Expert. Looking at the gathering now, you can see how important it is. We have those guys who have cut their name in gold in football in Nigeria, across Africa and the world. I learned that across this table we have Chief Aniamu here. We have the bull, Amokashi. We have Iguavon here. The defender, never allow it to move, and back to sender. Back to sender. I learned we have the dribbler here, Ebo. are around this table, sitting here. I was actually looking for a big man, the dribbler, but the legs are still very sharp. So we have big men here. I'm sorry if I've not named all the big men around this table. And of course, the man of the moment, Wide himself, the man that is full of initiative. So you can see that OneXBet, as a world acclaimed betting company, would only want to work with the best. And that is why we have all the best around this table. Please clap for them. And you'll be asking me, what is this occasion? Why? The why is that OneXBet don't just take betting for granted. We see it as a serious business. And we want to package it as such and remove from the mind of the people that betting is for the small boys. Betting is a very serious business. And as far as corporate social responsibility is concerned, we take it very serious. Our intention, our objective for this tournament, on which we are spending so much, is to contribute to the sports football development in Nigeria. We want to go deep down and discover the talents. And that will do that. When the guys who are good around the corner see people like the Blue around us, see people like Guavon around us, and my chairman, they will know that we are serious. And there is hope in football. So the first objective is to discover talents and to nurture them. Not only around Lagos, we are still taking this project to every nook and corner of Nigeria. So it's part of our corporate social responsibility to do that, and to be known that we are socially responsible and that we are making all efforts to contribute to the development of Nigeria. And we can only do that through those guys who are good. Wiley here is an acclaimed footballer, and you can see all of them around us. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this occasion. I want you to be the gospeler and the apostle of this occasion. Those who can take it to all nooks and corners of Nigeria. So I welcome you. Please enjoy yourself. And note that OneXBet is the most reliable. They have the best odds. They pay very fast. Their platform is very friendly. So, with all modesty, I want to say that nobody competes with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of being fantastic, we also need to take thoughts from Augustine Guavon now, back to back. Because of time, so sir, please just let's knock that off and then let's have your thoughts and then we continue the program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chairman, members of the high table, my esteemed colleagues, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm most delighted sitting here today and delivering this speech. I'll keep it very simple. We're here for one reason: football development. As the chairman has actually narrated a while ago, football brought most of us to limelight. Sitting here is an honor. It's not a right, but a privilege. Growing up as a young man, we had the opportunity to play football, but we never had sponsorship. Now, I see my dear coach here, Faniamu, Ambassador, Danilo, Wiley Akone. I'll tell you a story about me and Wiley, how I took over from him in the national team. I see Friday Bo, Friday Lao, my MON here also, by all my teammates. We never had an opportunity like this. So if we have an opportunity like this to give back, and we don't, we'll be doing a great disservice to the game that brought us to long life. We are not politicians. Whoever that is committed in developing football, because Nigeria football is dear to every Nigerian's heart, will always be there to support, regardless. Now, the story about Wiley, I can remember the first time my first cap in Nigeria Sierra Leone, 1987. He came off the field and I went in. But from there on, when I look back, played straight, played international games. So we want to also talk to or use this medium to advise every organization to please see what it can do to contribute to develop football in this country. I am here today in the capacity of Technical Director of Nigerian Football Federation, of course by extension the coach. Any occasion that I'm invited to be in, I will not hesitate. Please, I want to say very big thank you to you, sir. Do not relent in your hours, and use also the opportunity to talk to other people to make sure they do their best to football development. Because like Wiley mentioned, it's about youth development, community bonding, and the easiest way to get that is football, because we know what football is to Nigerians. On this note, I thank you very much and enjoy your day. God bless you all.
Thank you for being present here today. Please allow me to lean on the existing protocol. I want to, meanwhile, recognize our representative in the high places in the person of Dana Mokachi. Thank you for being here. As much as I don't want to be redundant on this, because a lot has been spoken about it, but I'll just touch on a few places. The motivation behind this tournament is to make sure that everybody is carried along. Usually when you're talking about football tournaments, you're talking about the league clubs, those in NPFL, NNL, NLO and all that. But we thought it's important to go into the roots, the grassroots, and recognize those non-league football clubs and make them to be part of the system. Interestingly, one expert got interested in that, and so that's what this competition is all about. The players are, the clubs are picked from all the local government areas in Lagos State. So they're coming from all the nooks and crannies, and is actually divided into 5 conferences. And in each conference we have 8 teams, making a total of 40 teams. The competition is going to run for a period of about 6 weeks, starting from 3rd of October. I can as well tell you that it's unprecedented to have this much money coming into grassroots sports. For instance, the first prize for this tournament is whopping 1 million naira. Second prize, 500,000. Third prize, 300,000. And we have between 200,000 and 150,000 for the personal achievement, like the MVP, highest goal scorer, best goalkeeper, best behaved teams. Then coming to the trophy. I'm not going to say much so that I don't reveal what is to be unveiled moving forward. But the trophy is awesome. It's an Italian project, well crafted. So at the unveiling, you will get to see it. So I invite all members of the press to follow us as the competition goes on, starting from October 3rd, running into November 10th. We are going to be in every nooks and crannies of Lagos State, giving our young people the opportunity to participate in sports. Of course, we know what sports is all about. One of the biggest means of unity in our country. One of the biggest means of youth development. That's what we are all about, and that's what one expert is all about. So I thank you all for coming, and sit back and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you so much.
Mentioned that when this you had this call for this project was 4 months ago, and I think if I remember, I was the first person that you called, and I was overwhelmed because we all agree that social and corporate responsibility is what we are lacking in Nigeria, because they come in. Whether or not some people they collect them for side, no, they do what they need to do. But one expert have shown it with the community development. Community is youth, is grassroots, and it's development. Football unites us, whether we like them or we don't. Football unites us. If you remember in '96, football, God used football for democracy, for the Rainbow Nation to stand firm in South Africa. And God makes sure say we don't go, because if we go, if we don't use them. So that's why they win them. But if you say Nigeria go, probably for winner, and God for not using that one. So, but the truth of the matter is, I am from the north. I know how diversity is out there. Growing up as a child, we live as one back in those in the 60s, those in the 70s, those in the 80s and the early 90s. We know how united Nigeria was. As a Muslim house and a Christian house, whenever it's Christmas, the Muslims know they cook food, because they know say Christian go cook food, carry go their house, and they go eat the whole day, food go plenty and it go remain. Vis-a-vis, during Salah, the same thing. During Christmas is the same thing, but as time goes on, everything diverted and we cause confusion for ourselves. And this initiative, using football to bring our community together, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, because this is a huge initiative. Because we need to be one again. Nigeria don't scatter. And if we can use sport, and we can use grassroots, we can use the community to stand firm, then Nigeria will be great again. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Whitey, for sitting up and making sure that we see today. And for the press, you have a lot to do. You have a lot to do, because this is your project. Because without you, we won't be here, because it's only people on the table and nobody will sell it out there. So, Chief So, I hope you are involved in this project, because we need somebody like you in this project, because you are a voice when it comes to media in the social and the OTT side. So I hope you get involved. Mr. Chairman, he is strong, somebody that I think one else can use. And please, make we enjoy the day, make we take this thing forward, and make we see and succeed. And it's not for Lagos alone, like they said, football don't come home, Abi. And I hope say we don't go relegation, we will stay for next season. So let's take it to all the communities around the nation. Thank you very much, and remember us.
Asunadieta, what I'm about getting so. I see I know. First thing, you go say, I only bet on me. I don't see my thing. I want that here. Only Peru there. There's still fight for one of your assets. Sorry, Peru. I don't see you. I want that Italy. If you like more than the two party, one person dey always dey family. You no go contribute. Na first thing dey sit down with your friends. Yeah, inside the phone alone. If say na Ibadan this event dey happen, you no come no road. You call the call, maybe you don read that Onigbo go bus stop, you come ask person ẹ̀kan Radisson Blue mo lọ, first thing the person go talk, this Siri. If you say you go down with the ẹni sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni sọ̀rọ̀. I want it for Ibadan. You see the word Oloribu for Ibadan na compliment. The word Oloribu in Ibadan na compliment. If you like, make you buy G-Wagon 2023, make you buy 200 million, carry am go show your Ibadan friend ya, Kunle, mo ti rọkọ̀, abẹ́rẹ́ Oloribu ti rọkọ̀. Nothing wey for Ibadan, the word Oloribu dem use am in two complete statements. Ibadan people, I like those people, but I like Igbo people too. Igbo people are amazing people too. Very business oriented. Igbo people no be ye, na he. Igbo people na only Igbo man go dey pray, he go dey sell business at the same time. I send the prayer, God, I thank you. Ayabiola ta, yẹra yaka, kaya. Don't let me sell market today. Person will Oga Nnamdi, I wan buy market to God. I know you are the one in the way. Hold on, let me sell market. And one thing I like about Yoruba people, Yoruba is the most amazing tribe and very, very creative tribe.
Most important league in the country. Let me start by saying that I want to appreciate One Network for getting involved in Nigerian football. And like the bull said, Austin Eguavoen, when he was making his very short presentation, I will keep it short too. He made it clear that when they played the game, there were no sponsors. And they played hard MON without the EY. If there were sponsors, they would have been MON with EY. But when they played, the sponsors were not there. But companies like One Expect are asked to change the narrative. I will thank you for what you are doing. And we all know that these days, football everywhere globally is big business. The era when it was just played as felele is gone. It should be big business now, and that is why we want corporate Nigeria to get involved. And if you look at the league, for instance, this is a non-league business, but if you look at the Nigerian league, the narrative is changing. I want to thank the president of NFF, Alhaji Ibrahim Buzo, for bringing on board people who he feels will be able to change the narrative when it comes to Nigerian league. And we'll see what the NPFL has done in the last 1 year when Honorable Gbege Elegbeleye came in. They've been able to change the narrative. And what we saw last season was a big leap from what it used to be. I am in charge of NNL today. By His grace, I will do my best in line with the vision of the NFF president to ensure that the league has a new face.
Round of applause.
The NLO is being run by another gentleman, Honorable Silas Agara, the former deputy governor of Nasarawa State. Those who know him know that he is a man that has integrity, a man that has drive, a very humble person. And our own Nkechi Obitu, who is in charge of the women's league. So the Nigerian league will get better. And if the domestic league is not good, it will definitely rub off on the national team. So the president of NFF wants to see the league get better, and we will do our best to make sure that that his vision is actualized. And it is only one companies like One Expect that can make that happen if we get involved in the league. So you are already giving 1 million to the winners of this league. I'm sure that by the time you get involved in my league, I should be looking at 100 million for the winners. So I want to thank you for what you are doing, and I believe that you will take it to the next level, which is getting involved in the Nigerian league, and that will rub off on our national team. Nigerians want to see the national team perform. That is the only thing that unites us. When the Eagles play, we are all together. When the Super Falcons play, we are all together. And if we develop our league, it will rub off on the women's national team, it will rub off on the Super Eagles, and the country will begin to bond. So I'm sure One Expect will take their involvement in Nigerian football to the next level. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
I want to thank the management staff and the project owner MD of One Expect. The hall is so colorful today. You might call it a drop. You might call it unveiling. But with the arrays of the international staffs and players that were here today, I'm sure you made their day to be honored.
the Bursa, the Chama NNL, the Higher is the greatest league in the land. That is the truth about it. When the moving trend of Tom MPFL, I was the Secretary General who gave them out. We promised them 50 million. Up to today, we didn't give them the time. But he turned it around. May his soul rest in peace. And I'm very sure that if one expert gives his support to the greatest league we have in the land, it's the largest, it's in everywhere. I'm sure George alone, that I know very well, will do the best. However, the CSRO is in all companies' profile. It's a must. But one expert decided to embrace a program by Waidi. And I'm sure starting it from the state is good, eventually to expand to national level. Thank you so much. For me, the ultimate is the platform, the same platform that Youth Fund gave to the youth yesterday. And when you hear a discrepancy, it's because there's no possibility. And I'm sure with one expert, the opportunity has come. Please, if you don't have a template in life, you can't go anywhere. A template, even if you don't have it written, because some of us, including me, we are not lettered. You might not be able to draw, but it's thinking. I want to be like a Mokachi. I want to be like a Guavon. I want to be like Wiley, who people see very wrongly, but very creative. You can't catch him. He's coming from this angle, you grumble, he comes from another angle. Wiley Akane, I thank you so much. Everything is possible. Like I said, the impossibility sometimes becomes possible. Thierry Henry. You mean you could not make the best player in the world? You mean a coach could not make the best player in Africa? Can you imagine it? It's an opinion. But I think it's an error, very big error, that I've always called FIFA and everyone that they must look for a way around. If you say a player is the best in this year, why is he the best again tomorrow? You can have another person. One player had the best player in the world 4 times. Another player had the best player in Africa 8 times. It doesn't make any meaning. So please, this is another ample opportunity with this one expert tournament. However, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Mr. MD. Thank you, Mr. Special Advisor to the President on Sports. Thank you, the NNL. Thank you, Wadi Akane. Thank you, the Arrange of Stars President. God bless.
God bless you.
In the One Experts tournament. We want to call the all names, that's all the teams from the conferences they belong to. We have 40 teams, conferences. All these teams are within all Lagos states and the environment. What I mean by that is they cut across all the local governments in the states. In Conference 1, we have the Strong Torrents, which is representing Ikorodu axis. We have Victory 1 FC. Are they here? If you're here, just wave up your hand so that we know, or you make a sound. Let's clap for them. We have Slash FC. Are they here? Good. We have Edus International FC. Are they here? All right. We have Ultimate Villa FC, Agoside FC, Sharon FC, Kadash FC, Lofty Skills FC. Can you please take it up again? We have Church Stars FC, Soccer Touch, Ifako FC. That is DBI. This is mainland conference right now. We have Capital Avalanche. We have Emiloju, Bariga FC, Vaxi FC, Dalibation FC, Names. Then the next conference, we have Lasso Conference, we have Badagry FC, Young Stars FC, Joint FC, High Class FC, and Fortish FC. Then we also have Checkers FC, Lasso Blazers, Venom Energy, And then we go to Odo Igala Arena conference. That is a third division, a third side. We have Odo Igala FC, Kakawa FC, Emperor FC, Petrus FC, DPFA FC, Igora DFC, Basi FC, AIFC, and then we have the Campus Stadium Conference, that's Lagos Island. We have Baduri FC, we have Pathfinder FC, we have Island United, we have Black Buffalo FC, Gallant FC, Dolphin FC, Ultimate FC, and then we have the Planners FC. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the teams we have that will be participating in this great tournament. Let's have a round of applause for them. From Strong Towards Victory 1 FC, please come outside. Let's not forget what I'm calling. You can see the man. So we're going to be picking from pot 1. Yeah. Okay, let's just open it down. This is transparency, so he might not be picking his team, but he's representing his team. 5. Let's clap for him. So we have Victory World FC and he falls in team 5. That is group B. Then I'm going to be calling the next team again. Please open up the next team. Let me have them. So South FC, Slash FC, please. Everyone should get ready. Yeah. He picked 1. So you can now pick the third team.
Edos International.
Edos International FC will now be going to Group A, which is Team 1. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Lagos, Nigeria, one expert at the entire football hierarchy. If you may, Dandibula Mokachi and the chairman, you need someone else to come out? The chairman on one hand, Dandibula Mokachi on the other hand. We will unveil after we say the word go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's count down. 3, let's go. 2, 1, go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the symbol. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the logo of Nigerian football from time to come. It is the Run Export Cup 2023. The most prestigious at this level for all its wins, for all its goals and what it will carry.
And only the best can win.
This is why we're here. The best team will be going up with this very, very significant trophy. Absolutely beautiful.
All thanks to one expert here.
All protocols to be observed, and greetings to our 4th estates, my seniors on our welcome. To the good people that invited us for the expert, I have just 2 questions. One of them is this: what's the plan on ground? Who am I direct this one to now? Because everybody may talk. Okay, to the senior men on the high table. My question is this. It's grassroots, it's community. How do we broadcast this community sports? Is there a plan in place to make sure that what is being done, again, we're going to see it in multiple platforms? And when I say multiple platforms, it's not just for terrestrial TV, most of these kids, they get WhatsApp, they get TikTok, they get Instagram, they get Twitter, and they get YouTube. So I hope there's a plan in place that broadcasts these games, even if not be everything, but at least something like that, even if it's in Yoruba, because it's in Lagos, to get, you know, the grassroots guys going, even if it's in Pidgin, that would be amazing, because we have over 250 million people that listen to Pidgin. I beg, we're gonna try to put something in place so that that energy, it can ignite not just people in Lagos, but it can also happen in all 36 states, whoever is available to tap into this. I hope there's a plan in place for that. I would like you to explain that. And then the second one, sir. The second question that I wanted to ask is for digital. Should I go put on for digital? Just all. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief.
First and foremost, let me also commend YD. Commend one expert. YD means a lot of different things to a lot of people. For me, it represents one of the ex-footballers that I have a lot of respect for, because after football, he has demonstrated all over again and again the capacity to deliver, because he has been able also to build extra capacity, having current value. So all the time, why it is always relevant. Now, my question is this: the word community is one that engages my mind. I want to ask, what plans does this tournament have in terms of community engagement? The reason I'm asking this is because I listen to the names of the teams that they called. I just managed to hear about 3 or 4. Badagry United, Ifako. You know, the idea I want to believe is for us to give the community some sense of belonging and responsibility. Because to me, it's very key. I was telling somebody that when we were playing in those days, for example, in Ogwe Stadium, one thing we didn't do there, if you look at the stadium, by 2 p.m., you won't get sick to feed. We have supporters of insurance, we have supporters of the Nigerian Bank. But the truth is that they were just many fans. There were no fan membership. Please, in all honesty, I would like us to go further with this competition, to create that culture of ensuring that in the first instance, names of the team actually matters a lot. We are aware that Manchester City, Manchester United is our cities, our communities. So we want us to step this tournament further by ensuring that the community actually has something to do with the team. Thank you very much.
The organizers, the ex-internationals, dignitaries, and every one of us here, all protocols standing on a 16 protocol. My name is Danladi Musa. I'm the sporting director of Badagry United Football Club. We are highly honored to be part of this. And because we are doing everything to project our community. Badagry is a big kingdom, ancient. That's where almost everything starts from, the cradle of civilization. And in all, I want to say thank you for putting up this wonderful event. But most importantly, I always think of, we are bringing something to the table, what are we getting back? Yeah, I love to see where this kind of tournament is not just taken to one small place. Maybe in the future, it can be in the league format where you play your home match and go play your away games for the future reference. And we want to see the souvenirs of one expert given to all the teams. Like you give your souvenirs, your t-shirts, your brown jersey for the teams, so that after the tournament, this team continue to showcase this advertorial materials. Your face caps, you have your banners in those different communities, and when you come to some of those communities, we take you to our royal fathers, we take you to historic places around us. So we are building our community house so that people can accept this. I think that's why we are here. We want to project our community, Badagry. I don't know of others. And we want to feel one expert in Badagry. Thank you.
Suggestions and what have you. That's one thing I can assure you. One, my sister's question on media and publicity. You know, we also have a media team. I won't want to mention their names now, but most of them are all here now, both on Instagram, on Twitter, especially we cannot do TV, television, I mean, we cannot do TV showing. What we try to do is to engage people in the community that can do recording for us of these games, and then weekly editions we will take to terrestrial TV for people to see those goals and actions. That's what we have for this meeting edition as far as television and what have you is concerned. I mean, I'm sure if you go to the DSTV, it's about 200 million, but we don't have that now. All we have is that we will do a weekly, a summary that everything that's done during the week will be shown, terrestrial and otherwise. And we have people in those communities to do that for us. We have them here. One of them is, Shegun is here. The second one is, I didn't want to mention them, I mentioned their names so I can go and meet them, just in case you have things to do with them. Shegun, Tayo, Jide, they are all part of this event that they will record and show weekly for us. That's number one. Number two, I think if I remember, it has to do with community names. Again, maiden edition. We have Badagry United, Ajegule United. What we try to do from day one is to spread those things to all the local governments in the state. I'll give you an example. In Ikorodu, I was there last Sunday, and I was told that they will bring up every local government to bring up a team. And I think they have like 8, whatever they have there. And we've agreed that we will also do that. Again, maiden edition. We need to do more. We will listen to you. And then hopefully next edition we can then become community clubs. Because that is the essence of this tournament. Taking this game to community neighborhoods. The third one. Was that the last one? What was the third one,
The sports lovers, the media.
Alaji, please come forward. Please come here. Thank you, sir. Let's give from this here, from the
media and everyone else present. Congratulations to Lagos fans. Congratulations to One Expert. This is an historic occasion here that we are witnessing today, and all of us are part of history. To say the very least is to congratulate the organizers of today's event. We so much appreciate what the One Expert, the step they have taken towards sports in Nigeria as a whole. Though Lagos is always a good place to start if you really want to be very practical. On saying that, the ex-footballers, this is about you. Let me tell you now. This is about you. There's so much that we can get out of football. Football industry has become huge. And don't just sit back there. You have to be part of it. And the time is now. So I urge all of you here and those that are not here, that the word should go out, that the community needs us. The new generation, they need us. When we're talking about grassroots, guess what? They need teachers. And who are the teachers? All you guys, successful football players, both men and women, it's our time. Now, the industry is becoming big and huge, and it's for us to take the benefit and advantage of it. Let's build football in Nigeria. Let's get to the next level, and I congratulate OneXBet and all the officials, the team, and all our Lagos people. I don't know what else to say, because for me, I'm so excited that this is actually happening. And for us, to the glory of God, thank you, Waidi and your team, and thank you, all my guys out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.